Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. In today's video, I am going to take on an investigation mission, an old one. One of the first missions, if not, actually it was the first mission in the game. The way you'll go to this is pull up your Moby Glass, F1, go to your contracts, go to personal contracts, and then you'll select. You have to be at Port Olisar to do this, by the way, or in the Crusader area. I'm waiting for it to pop back up after I've collected it. So it's mercenary, actually it's investigation P.I. wanted. So this P.I. wanted mission is a mission to Covalex. You can kind of hear what they're saying. Alright, so we are going to go to Covalex and see if we can complete this PI mission. We got to collect as much information as possible and then submit it to the person that contracted us. It's an insurance claim or something. I think it's for the widow or whatnot of one of the people that died in that station. So let me find an appropriate ship for this. I have another idea that we can do from this that's been it was popular in the past. You don't see too many people doing it anymore, but it's kind of fun. It's definitely a time waster. Let's go to our ship on the pad. I'm going to speed this part of the video up just a bit, because otherwise this could be quite a long video. The mission doesn't take super long, but the extras that I'm going to do might take a little bit longer. So let's get in the Freelancer, and I'm going to slow it down so you guys can see where Covalex Station is. So here's Port Olisar. That's where I'm at right now. Covalex is around Daymar. It's the space station that sits outside of Daymar. And Covalex is a shipping hub. It's a space station that's all about shipping crates and whatnot. You know, most of Covalex's I guess system traffic would go through that station, but of course that station has been destroyed by some sort of calamity. So we're kind of there to find out what caused that station to fell, what caused it to have this big issue. As you can see, it's got parts that are in pieces here. I'll fly around the station so you can get a little better look at it, but looks like one of the rings is destroyed there, and you've got some storage containers or rockets. I don't know exactly what that is. I think it's storage of some kind, maybe water or food or all the above. Anyways, those are kind of floating next to the station. You see some damage down here as well. That's part of the ring structure. And we'll go around the far side. So you can see that something calamitous happened to this Covalex shipping hub. I'm sure it cost this company lots of money, and if they could pin it on individuals, they could probably make sure that the insurance covered it and that those individuals could be held liable, or their families or something. Now these landing pads aren't really functional. As you can see, they're damaged. I'm just going to set it down here anyways. As you see, I'll kind of float off of it. So you could park anywhere near this station and just get out of your ship. Used to, people would come here to ambush folks that were trying to do this mission. So keep that in mind. If you do this mission, you may want to hide your ship. I wasn't really worried about it, to be honest. So I just wanted to park here pretty close to where you would enter. So if you see the landing pads, you're pretty close to the place that you're going to enter the station, because the station doesn't have any doors that I like, you know, airlocks or doors that I can remember. Usually you won't need a gun to do this mission. The only exception is if somebody's here to ambush you, and usually you'll find their ship before you see them. unless somehow their ship went bye-bye or somebody dropped them off here. That would have some premeditation, because I don't think very many people do this mission. It's an easy 3,000 credits. So what you want to do is go over to these consoles and click on the console. So you'll get this message. You can go to your journal by going to the mobiGlas, and it'll actually give you a transcribed version of the message there. So what you're going to do after this is find all these computer terminals that are lit up like that and click on them. And it's going to give you information throughout this mission. There's 0G here, so you're floating through the entire space station. And I went the wrong way. I do that every time in this mission. You gotta go up. And up is kind of relative in 0G, right? But it is up for the station. So you can see I'm floating through just using suit thrusters. So the next computer terminal we're looking for is here in this hab. It's a little laptop. And we've heard the message, so we're... Oh, ow! Oh, don't do that. So this is the little surprise that I have for you guys that a lot of people probably don't know about, and you know, some of the people that's been in the game for a while will. There's no other terminals right here that you can access information. But a lot of the objects in here you can interact with in a minor respect, including the Big Benny's box. So, if you guys ever wanted to have your own Big Benny's box that you can place anywhere in the verse, this is how you do it. You're just going to keep knocking it the direction you want to go, floating it to where you want it to go. You could kind of call it Big Benny's soccer or Big Benny's basketball. When we try to get into the ship, it'll be Big Benny's basketball, I think. But we'll see. We're mixing a few different sports. We'll just call it the Big Benny Esports. You can also do this with a Pips machine, so it's not just Big Benny's. You can do it with the other machines that are in here as well. Doors can be an issue, so can that elevator shaft. We're almost in there. One more hit. Alright. It's in the elevator shaft. I gotta get above it and see if I can push it down. You just gotta go down one story. And now I've got to get behind it. I just over drifted myself. Just a little nudge, a wee little nudge. Okay, we're going the wrong direction here, box. Let's go. So I think the real question you're probably asking right now, am I really here to do a mission, or am I here to get a Big Benny's box? I'm here to do both, thank you. But it's kind of fun to maneuver this box around. Wish it would be a little easier, you know, if you could get your hands on it and push. Eventually we'll have some push, pull, drag options in the game. Alright, we were almost there. Come on. Get in there. As you can see, this is tedious, so if you have some time to spare, you could do this. If you don't have much time to spare, you probably don't want to spend it doing moving the Big Benny box around. As you can see, there's another computer terminal here. This one takes you straight to the journal. And you can kind of read what's on the screen. The more information you gather in this mission, the better off you will be. The more likely you will complete it successfully. Just looking at a previous one there. And there is another one up in the distance there. I got all these crates in the way. And we'll have to rotate. Let's see what this one has to say. Again, it takes me to the journal. It looks like an employee review. This kind of gives you a rundown of all the employees that were here from the boss. Alright, so let's move on. And I tell you what, I'm going to speed up this until we get to another terminal. So as you can see, here's another computer terminal. And it brings up another journal entry. And now we shall go onward on the mission. Don't worry, we'll come back to the Big Benny box. So there's another elevator shaft. This one's going to lead down into what I believe is a server room. If we can maneuver through. Yes, 0G. It's not the easiest to maneuver through. Alright, so here's the server room. As you can see, a bunch of server racks and hard drives and probably all sorts of stuff in here. And then there's another computer terminal.
Hey, Race, it's Darnell. Where the hell have you been? Your shift started 3 hours ago. I know. Sorry. I did a breakdown of the current power flow for the station, and it's looking like I'll need to run a stress test on the whole system to see where the runoff is. Okay. Hey, just be careful. Will do. I'll keep a close eye on it. Sounds good. You sure you're okay? You sound terrible. Yeah. It was Scott's birthday last night, so we were all up a little later than we should have been. Alright. Let me know when you're finished running the test. Will do.
And onward we go. We have been here. I'm just double checking, but we've done all these little terminals here. So we really only have one other place to go. Let's speed up the video again. And as you'll see, I'm going to try to get the Big Benny's box back down and through the door. I'm just making sure I have everything here. Alright, let's push this box down through the door here. This is going to take a few seconds because the door doesn't stay open very long. And once you go through and it closes, you can't go back through it. You have to go all the way back around. So we need to get this right. And the Big Benny's box makes it through, and there is the next computer terminal, the last one.
Give me a shout back when you clock in. Just wanted to follow up with this transmission. See you again. Don't need to sit down for power distribution. I'm waiting. If they're out, call me.
So I'm going to pull up my Moby Glass now and go back to the missions and go to my accepted missions, the investigation P.I. mission, and I think I've got enough information here. So now I need to submit it, which is down next to abandoned and untrack. So once I submit it,
To let you know that I received the information you sent to me. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I knew how hard that struggle was, but I guess
3,000 AUEC reward. So that was a mission accomplished. So let's speed up some of this, the rest of this, so you guys can see how much fun we can have with the Big Benny's box. As you will soon see, I have a great many failures trying to get this thing in my ship. My flying ability was not so good. Nope, that one almost made it in. Now I've got to line it up over here and try. Maybe I'm going to try to push it in. So close. Again, so close. So I decide I'm going to push it out in space a little bit and see if I can't just back my ship up and catch it again. Failure. Failure. More failure. So I keep bouncing it off of the back end. It would have been better with like a Freelancer Max or a ship with a bigger area back there. But, you know, I'm in the miss. It doesn't have the biggest capture cargo hold there. But we will line this up and give it one more go. Looks good. Looks good. Looks like it's in. It's in! So we have finally captured the Big Benny's box. So now we are going to fly it back to Port Olisar. So we're going to come in here for a landing, and then the fun part is how to get this stinking Big Benny's box into Port Olisar. Let me get landed here real quick. It wasn't a bad landing. Alright, so we're going to have to go to the back of the ship and see if we can push this thing out. And I will speed it up once we get going again, just so you guys can skip through some of the longer parts till we get to the end. As you can see, I can still push up against it. It'll still slide and roll and do all that good stuff. And this is a weird bug. My miss ramp doesn't go all the way down. I think this is new. Anyways, so here's the box. It's upside down, and you just bump into it. It'll slide, it'll roll, and we will speed it up again. All this does take some doing to try to force it through and get it through the airlock. Guys, remember, if you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to let you know when I do another video. I really do appreciate everybody who has subscribed. I have a subscriber giveaway coming up soon. I'm just trying to put the finishing touches on that. So any of you guys who have subscribed will have an opportunity to win the little starter package that I have for you guys. And I also plan on doing some Twitch streams. This is I'm doing some Big Benny surfing now. It's kind of cool, right? So the machine gets stuck right there. But yeah, I'm going to start doing some Twitch streaming, I believe the 1st of March. The first Saturday in March. So you guys be a lookout on that. Look out for that. It'll probably start about 7 o'clock Central Time here in the US. So yeah, if you guys want to watch me stream and come support me stream, that would be fantastic. I would surely appreciate it. I hope you guys really like this video. It's something different, something cool. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy. I'll see you out in the verse.